Okay, now, good morning, dear students. Let's start our next practical lesson. The topic of our lesson, how to make a presentation, and you know that nowadays it is important that a person or the student or the personality have an ability to make a presentation. Before starting the lesson, I want to draw your attention to the questions given below. Now here we have to answer to the questions, and we have to share your ideas with your group mates, and let's start discussing the questions. Why do people make presentations? Yes, this is very important, but why people make presentations in order to present something? Yes, for example, mostly concerns with your business, concerns with your, for example, if you're going to defeat something, for example, or the coursework or the presentation. It doesn't matter, yes, what we are going to present, but people make presentations in order to show, for example, the process of work. Who usually makes presentations and what for, and have you ever made a presentation and how? As we know that the text, how to make a presentation, and the vocabulary were given to you beforehand, because all the tasks we are going to do today are mostly concerns with the text and with the given vocabulary. Okay, now if you read the text at home and did you went through the words, let's come up to the reading comprehension. Yes, reading comprehension here also are given questions, and there are 9 questions given to the text, and let's start answering to the questions and share, yes, whether, for example, we shouldn't strictly just to answer to the questions, we have to also add any information. For example, if you, for example, you want, for example, what should you find out before preparing a presentation? Yes, before preparing the presentation, we have to find the resources, we have to find arguments and facts given, for example, for the presentation, for example, you are going to prepare, and you have to make your presentation very interesting and colorful. Colorful, if for example the presentation is for children, yes. If it is for the serious audience, that the presentation should strictly be made with 2 colors. And let's start discussing the questions, answering to the questions. And the next task, read the statement and say whether they are true or false. Yes, and then we have to correct the false ones. It doesn't mean that we have to answer just true or false, because you have to give improvements. Yes, with the improvements, you have to open each statement given in this exercise. The first is I will show you how to do it, and then the other ones we do yourselves. The first is preparation for a presentation is not very important. I think that it's false, because preparation for the presentation is always important. Because how you make your presentation, it goes on. The audience will evaluate your preparation. Whether the material given your presentation are important, necessary, and steps of your presentation. Yes, all should be done by a rule given to a presentation. And in the following case, we do the other statements. In the next exercise, supply the missing words and word combinations. And I have mentioned before, the words and the text were given to you to do at home, and the first exercise, the first statement which we are going to do here, we have to put missing words and word combination to the gaps. Yes, the first statement I will do myself, and other ones we have to do yourselves. For example, the first step is to find out find out who you are going to be presenting to. Yes, and other missing words we have to guess and write them in right order. The next exercise, choose the correct word or word combination. Now here we see that the given 3 multiple choice answers. Your task is, according to the text, according to your vocabulary, you have to find right word to the missing gap here. And in the following case, for example, the first is to find out who you are going to be presenting to. Given 3 A, B, C answers. Step, note, key. In the following case, to find out who you are going to be presenting to, and the right answer here should be the step. The first step is to find out who you are going to be presenting to. Okay, now students, the rest of the statements we have to do yourselves, and then I will check, yes, the right, whether you are right or you are wrong. If you are wrong, of course, we will correct the mistakes. The next exercise which we are going to do, match the words and expressions with their definitions. Now here are given 11 sentences, or maybe the word combinations, excuse me, and also their definitions. These are the expressions, yes, and these are the definitions. And according to the meaning, by their meaning, we have to guess the right definition, yes, choose among these definitions the right one. The first, yes, for example, I will help you to do the first expression, a formal talk in which you describe or explain something to a group of people. Formal talk in which you describe or explain something to a group of people. Now, sometimes sometimes we'll be misunderstand, yes, the task, yes, a formal talk. Someone will say a presentation, someone maybe will say an introduction, yes, but in the following case, a formal talk in which you describe or explain something to a group of people, it's a question and answer session. And this is the right version of the first expression. Okay, now the other ones you have to do yourselves, and then we will check. The next exercise which you are going to do, put the words in the correct word order. Now if you look at here that the sentence or the question given in this first statement is given in disorder, yes, and you have to put it in order. How we do it? For example, if it is a question, we start with the question mark, yes, question mark, and we do it in the following way. Excuse me. What is the first step? What is the first step in preparing presentation? Okay, now here we see what is the first step in preparing presentation. Okay, now let's come up to the second one. Okay, now the next exercise which we're going to do, give the English equivalents from the text above. Yes. Okay, now you read the text at home, and all these words are given in the text. And I hope that you know the word заранее. Yes, and what is the English form of this word? Beforehand. Yes, beforehand. Okay, now and other ones we do yourselves. And the next exercise which you are going to do, we have to translate it into English. Now, with the first statement, I will help myself, and then the rest ones we should do yourselves. Презентация очень похожа на спектакль. Yes, this statement is given in the text. Yes, and how we do it. Yes, the good presentation is very much performance. Very much performance. Okay, now the good present is very much performance. It means that the performance is like a presentation is like a performance. Yes, in other word, for example, you may give in the following way, but the English variant of this sentence will be translated: the good presentation is very much performance. And the next exercise we are going to we come up to the speaking part of our topic. Now here we have to prove the following statements. Always start your presentation with a joke. Yes, if you ever made, for example, made presentation somewhere, anywhere, for example, we always start a presentation, for example, with a short screenshot, with a joke, or with the example, because we have to draw the attention of the audience to yourselves and make them to interested in your presentation. Only in this case, for example, your presentation will get well. That's why always start your presentation with a joke. It is the right version, yes, and always starting with a joke, and we have to smile while making the presentation. Okay, and the last task which you are going to do is a dialogue. We have to work in pairs and prepare a dialogue. Okay, now the student A is a sales manager who had just returned from a sales conference where he had a very successful presentation. And student B is only preparing to make a presentation. B asks A questions about how he prepared his presentation. You are a marketing manager in a big company. Give a talk for a group of young managers on preparing. This is the last task, and do your dialogue with the pairs, and then your dialogue. The length of your dialogue should be 1 minute, and try to include to your dialogue all the active vocabulary given in this topic. Thank you for your attention. See you at our next lecture.